How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Riley here, and today, you guys, yet again, yes, I am bringing you another brand new video here on NBA 2K19, and today it's a very simple video that I'm going to be explaining here. So recently I was thinking about ideas for brand new videos, and I've been doing a lot of rebuilds recently, but I have not been doing NBA 2K19 challenges or simulation type of videos, and today we are coming at you guys with one of those. I haven't done them in a while, and if you guys want to see them more often here on the channel, please let me know. But today we are going to be doing and seeing if we can turn Ben Simmons into the next Steph Curry. Now, as ridiculous as that statement sounds and how appalled most of you guys might be by hearing this or even clicking on the video, basically what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be going through the career of Ben Simmons. I'm going to be controlling whatever team he is on. Well, not really controlling. Everything will be set to automatic. And simply what we are going to be doing is we are going to be going through every season, seeing how much he improves from the three and sending him to three-point camp every single time the training camps come around in the off season. And I'm going to be straight up, you guys, I have no idea if this video is going to be a success or a complete failure in the end. But either way, I'm hoping you guys stick along with me and go through it with me as we try to see if we can get Ben Simmons to turn into the next Steph Curry. All right, you guys, first off, we're going to be hopping into this. We're going to go into Ben Simmons, look at his attributes, and currently from the three, he is shooting a 49 open shot three, a 37 contested three, and a 29 off the dribble three. So it's going to be very interesting to see how high we can get these attributes throughout his entire career. And he's obviously going to be on the Sixers for quite a while to start, since he just signed that 5-year extension, and it is in play right now, I'm pretty sure at least. I downloaded the most recent roster I could find, but without further ado, we are going to sim to the end of the first season. We're going to see how much Ben Simmons 3 improves without me touching anything, and we're going to see if this Philly team can actually win a championship with what they have right now. All right, you guys, we are to the end of the first season with this Philadelphia 76ers team. We're just going through all of these really quick. Ben Simmons didn't win any of them. I don't care about it then. All NBA teams, we see Ben Simmons not make any of the All NBA teams, so we're skipping by that as well. All we care about is Ben Simmons in this simulation. We did see that these Sixers got a 3 seed though, so that's nice to see. Now we are going into Ben Simmons player stats. These are playoff stats. That's my bad. Now let's go into the actual player stats for the entire regular season and see what Ben Simmons did this year. He averaged 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists per game. Some pretty good numbers. Now let's go over to threes. And this year, you guys, Ben Simmons literally attempted 0 threes and made 0 of them, obviously. So this is going to be a very difficult challenge to try to complete. However, Ben Simmons did put out some solid numbers this year, and he's already up to a 90 overall, so that is huge. But we're going to simulate the playoffs right now. We're going to see what they do if they win the championship. I'll show you guys who wins. And you guys, the Philadelphia 76ers literally got eliminated in the first round against the 16 Raptors. The Lakers won the finals. Anthony Davis, your MVP. Other than that, we're hopping right into the offseason. I'll meet you guys in training camp. All right, you guys, we are in training camps, and as I said at the beginning, we are not messing with anything with the team. This is all automatic, but I will send out the 2 training camps that we do have. I'll send out the other one to someone else, but we are going to go with perimeter shooting from the 3. We are going to increase Ben Simmons on threes. He goes from 52 to 54. So that's kind of interesting. Off the dribble 3 goes to 35, and contested 3 goes to 41. So after this, he improved a little bit, you guys, but yes, it is going to be tough to try to get him to a high 3-point ability. I just want to see him take like over 100 in a season, maybe 200. Try to get to that point, maybe even higher, and see if we can turn him into Steph Curry. All right, you guys, looking at Ben Simmons now, he is already up to a 92 overall. He has gone up in overall quite a bit since the beginning of this episode. That is for sure. He is already up. His 3-pointer is still an F, but slowly but surely we're going to try to get him up to a high 3-point percentage for the season. So without further ado, we are going to sim the second season right here. We're going to see how this Sixers team does and how much Ben Simmons improves in the second year of this simulation and challenge. All right, you guys, we're to the end of the second season with Ben Simmons here, and I should also mention that there is something that I did in the offseason I did not tell you guys about, and I forgot to, and I apologize for that, but we did increase Ben Simmons' tendencies from behind the 3-point line, so we are actually forcing him to shoot the ball a lot more this year. So hopefully we saw his numbers go up. We're going to see he made All-NBA first team. All right, that is huge. That is huge. Ben Simmons makes All-NBA first team in the second year of this simulation at age 24. We increased his tendencies from 3 to 50, so we are going to make him shoot the 3 in this. Now we are just going to check the season stats and see what he averaged from behind the 3-point line. He put up 20.5 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists, so that is really nice to see. We're going to go over to threes. He made 1 per game and shot about 5 per game. So his 3-point percentage on the year was 26%. So it's nothing crazy, but it's definitely something to look at. That's really nice to see. We're going to go over and see how many he took for the entire year now. And he took a total of 393 pointers. He took just as many as Joel Embiid, 1 more than him. That's good, you guys. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. Clearly, he's shooting around the same as Joel Embiid right now. So that is something to look at. That is for sure. But he's currently at a 93 overall. He shot 26% from 3 this year at the age of 24. He's got a lot to look forward to, so that's really nice to see in the second year. And he made All-NBA first team, but we're going to sim the playoffs right now. And you guys, in the second year of this simulation, the Boston Celtics win the not the national championship, the NBA Finals, and Kemba Walker is your Finals MVP right here. You can see that. But without further ado, we're jumping into the offseason. We're not wasting any time. I should also mention, you guys, we're not going to go the entire length of Ben Simmons' career. We're just going to see if he's able to get to the point of how Steph Curry shoots the 3 right now in his career compared to when Ben Simmons is about 30 or 31 years old. We're not going to go his entire career. That would take literally forever. All right, you guys, go to the training camps, and we are going to perimeter shooting yet again. We are going to be sending Ben Simmons to this again, and now his 3 goes up to 42, 36, and open shot 3's up to a 55. So that's good to see, you guys. He is slowly but surely improving, and now we have 1 more untapped potential. We're just going to send this to Thybulle again. He's already at 81 overall. That's actually pretty nice to see. But you guys, we are to the 3rd season now. So without further ado, with Ben Simmons at a 93 overall and only going up from here, we are going to simulate another season and see how it goes with Ben Simmons again in the 3rd year. All right, you guys, we're to the end of the 3rd season in this challenge. We do not see Ben Simmons win any of these as I'm going through them, so we're going to skip by them. We don't worry about them at that point. He did not make first team this year. That is a sad sight to see. We're going to the second team. Did not make that either. 3rd team. Okay, now he makes All-NBA first team last year and does not make a single All-NBA team this year. That's a tough sight to see. But without further ado, we're going to go into the player stats. We're going to see what he did this year, see how much his 3 improved, etc. We're hopping into that right now, and we see Ben Simmons average about 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists per game at a 94 overall. So his overall keeps going up, but his stats keep going down. And now this year, he made 1.5 threes per game and averaged about 6 per game with these same tendencies as Steph Curry. So that's showing you that he is improving slightly. And now we are going over to total 3-pointers for the entire year. And he shot 509 3-pointers and made 133 of them. So that's very interesting. He is just chucking it up like crazy. It's probably not helping the team, but he is still improving. That's a good sight to see. That's what we want to see. And yet again, we see the LA Lakers win the NBA Finals with Anthony Davis being your Finals MVP yet again. But without further ado, like, we're not wasting any time. Let's jump into the offseason. All right, you guys, we're back into the training camps. You know the drill. Here we are. Ben Simmons. Send him to perimeter shooting camp. He's gone up to a 44, a 39, and a 58. So it is slowly improving, but it's not anything drastic, that's for sure. But he keeps going up every year. We can't really complain much. Yet again, we're sending Thybulle to untapped potential. He goes up to an A. He's going to turn into a stud, actually. I'm pretty sure he's at 84 overall right now. So let's hop into the regular season. Let's sim the 4th season, I'm pretty sure, of this simulation and see what Ben Simmons can do in the 4th year. He's only going up from here. He's going to keep increasing. We're really hoping, at least. But you guys, this Sixers team can literally not get over the hump of like 55 wins, and it's honestly ridiculous. They have been staying at like the 3 seed every single year, but we're going through all of these, and yet again, we saw Zion win MVP, but nothing with Ben Simmons, and that's who this is focused around. So we are going to get past that. We do not see him make first team. We do not see him make second team. Wait, did he make second team? There. Oh, nope, that's Joel Embiid. All right, and 3rd team, we see Ben Simmons make 3rd team this year. So that's good to see. He's a 95 overall and barely makes 3rd team. That really actually irritates me. But again, we are the 1 seed in the East this time, so maybe they can pull out a championship this year. We're going to go into player stats, see what Ben Simmons did this year. I'm hoping it's even better. And he only averaged 15 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 7.5 assists per game at a 95 overall, dude. That is just ridiculous. But with threes, it is yet again, he shot 1.6 and made 6.2, so he's kind of going up there. We're going to go over to total threes for the entire year now. He shot 508 again and made 130 of them, so he's slowly going up. He shot this year, for percentage wise, on the 3-point, he shot about 26% again, so he's not really going up. But again, like, not only on 3, this is more on the whole perspective of Ben Simmons' career and see what he is going to do without being able to shoot the jump shot as consistently as other point guards in the league. Yet again, you guys, the Philadelphia 76ers are unable to even make it to the finals as they lose to the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Pelicans win the NBA Finals. Zion, your Finals MVP at 93 overall, 23 years old. Absolutely absurd. But we're hopping in the offseason now. All right, you guys, yet again, we are to training camps. We are sending yet again Ben Simmons to the perimeter shooting camp. He goes up to a 45, a 41, and a 60 open shot three. All right, that's pretty good. We are up to 60 on the open shot three. We are getting pretty good with that. We have another untapped potential we are going to send to a young guy. We got Brandon Boston Jr., who's at an A- right now, so he could be a star on the rise. It's so cool to go this far forward and see some new stars rise up, but we're hopping into the 5th season with Ben Simmons, seeing how much he's going to improve. You guys, seriously, I don't know what to do anymore at this point. They literally finished with the same record of around 50 wins every single year, but we see Zion win MVP yet again. We're going through these. Ben Simmons does not win any of them, so we do not care about them. We are going into the All-NBA rankings. Ben Simmons does not make first team. He does not make second team. He does make second team. All right, he made second team this year. He is only improving from here. So he made third team last year, second team that year, and one random year he made first team out of nowhere. That was the most surprising thing literally ever because he put up some ridiculous numbers, but this year we see he only averages 17, 8, and 8.5 for the entire year. That's still good to see. Still at a 95 overall. We are going over to three-point percentage. He shot 30% this year. He made around 2 per game on attempting 6.5 per game. That's really nice to see. We're going over to the total numbers, and he shot, once we find it, he shot 158, made 158, I should say, and shot 534 for the entire year. That is some really good stuff. He is currently 27 years old, and the Sixers are the 4th seed, dude. They literally can never do anything, but we're going to see if they can win it all this year somehow. And yet again, you guys, we see the New Orleans Pelicans come away with the NBA Finals trophy. Zion Williamson, your Finals MVP again at the age of 24, 94 overall. We are hopping into the offseason yet again. And you know what, guys? For the sake of this video, I'm going to do something that probably would not happen, but I'm just going to do it just to see what would happen if this did go through. All right, you guys, we have put together a trade that does work and does seem somewhat realistic, at least in my perspective. If you don't think it's realistic, I'm sorry, but we are trading Ben Simmons to the New York Knicks in exchange for 88 overall Julius Randle, 81 overall point guard Sharif Cooper, I'm sorry if I slaughtered that name, and 2 first-round picks. Now, this trade does work out with the money and everything, so we are forcing it through, and Ben Simmons is now a New York Knicks. With what each team needed, you guys, trust me, I put together a trade that seemed the most realistic. I made it so Ben Simmons would want to get traded to a contender because he is currently in the prime of his career. He wants to win right now, and the New York Knicks are looking pretty solid right now with RJ Barrett. They have a couple other players that are pretty nice. I will show you guys their lineup, but we are going into training camp. We're going to send Ben Simmons to three-point camp yet again and see how much we can improve his rating. All right, you guys, we are into training camps. We have our three-point shooting camp. We are sending Ben Simmons to it. His ratings only go up from here. We're at a 49, a 46, and a 66 right now on open shot three. That's really nice to see. We have one more training camp, untapped potential. We have so many young players on this team. We are just going to send it to Patrick Baldwin right now, who is currently already in an A+, so that was literally pointless. But without further ado, we're going to advance into the season. I'm going to show you guys their lineup real quick. All right, you guys, here's the New York Knicks starting 5. They're actually running Ben Simmons at the 4 right now. I'm not going to touch on anything. It's all on automatic. We got Javon Carter, RJ Barrett, Patrick Baldwin, Ben Simmons, Mitchell Robinson. Off the bench, we got David Neal, Jonathan Williams, and Lenny Baker rounding out the rotation, you guys. Very interesting to see how Ben Simmons is going to do on a brand new team. But without further ado, let's simulate 6th season, I'm pretty sure, and see how Ben Simmons does from behind the 3 and how he does overall yet again. All right, you guys, we see the New York Knicks take a huge risk on the 1-year rental in Ben Simmons, and we see Zion win MVP yet again, Chandler Wilson. None of these are Ben Simmons. We don't care. We're skipping by. Ben Simmons at a 96 overall makes first team All-NBA with the Knicks. That is huge to see. RJ Barrett makes second team along with Patrick Baldwin. This is third team, my bad, actually. Second team, we see no one make that, but that is huge. We had 3 people on our team make the All-NBA teams. We are a 1 seed. Now, without further ado, we are jumping into player stats, seeing what Ben Simmons did this year, and he did average 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 8.5 assists per game at a 96 overall. As I stated before, he made about 2 threes per game and shot 8. His tendencies are going up. He shot 28%, so he went down there a little bit. We're going to check the totals right now yet again, and he shot and made 182 and shot 655 total threes. That is absolutely absurd, but we are seeing Ben Simmons in the prime of his career right now at 28 years old. Without further ado, you guys, maybe he can finally get his first championship at this age. We're going to simulate the playoffs and see what this Knicks team can do. All right, you guys, we see the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals against Zion and the New Orleans Pelicans. Ben Simmons leading the New York Knicks, winning Finals MVP gets traded for the 1-year rental to the New York Knicks, wins the NBA championship, and takes home Finals MVP. That's absolutely insane. I'm so glad I made that trade go through. Just to kind of spice things up, he averaged 20 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 7.5 assists per game on 41% field goal shooting and 23% three-point shooting. I really don't care. He won a Finals MVP. That's what we wanted out of that trade. Now we're just going to have to wait and see if he re-signs with the Knicks after winning the title. It could be a Kawhi-like situation, but as I said, I am not in control of it, so we are going to sim to training camps, and we're going to see if Ben Simmons stays with the Knicks. All right, you guys, and we do see that Ben Simmons has decided to stay with the New York Knicks at a 96 overall, age 29. We just saw him win a Finals with this team. He wants to stick around in New York. You see his three goes up even more by sending him to camp. He's at a 72 open shot three. You love to see that. We have one more untapped potential. We are going to be sending it. We already know Patrick Baldwin is at a A+ for this, so we're going to send it to another young gun. I'm thinking we're going to just send it to someone down here and prove them a little bit. Lloyd Fox, he goes up to an A- for untapped potential, so that's good to see, but I'm curious to see what contract he signed, so we are going to look at it. He signed a 4-year, $146 million deal with the New York Knicks. That's absolutely absurd. He's going to be making $43 million with a player option in 2028. I absolutely love this simulation right now. We are going to jump into the next season, simulate it, see how much he improves from three, see if the Knicks can take away another title back-to-back with Ben Simmons. All right, you guys, we see Zion Williamson take home another MVP for the regular season. That might be like his 4th in a row. I'm not quite sure, but we're going to keep on going. Yet again, we don't see Ben Simmons make any of the major awards. What are you going to do about that, though? We do make him see All-NBA first team again, though, at the age of 29. That's what you love to see. Go into All-NBA second team. We have no one there. All-NBA third team, if it ever loads, there it is. We see Patrick Baldwin make All-NBA third team. That's really nice to see. This New York Knicks team is going crazy right now. We got a 5 seed with a 51-31 record. All right, that's really interesting. Kind of ridiculous, actually. Now we're hopping in the player stats. See what Ben Simmons did from behind the three this year. He averaged 18, 8.5, and 10 assists per game. Another near triple-double. We're seeing the three-pointers. He made about 2 and averaged about 7 per game. Attempts, I should say. Now we're going over to the totals for the entire year. He did shoot 170 made three-pointers out of 560. So he's still shooting a ridiculous amount, but it is not that nice, as you can see. So like I said, I wasn't sure if this was going to be successful. He shot over 30% this year. That's really good to see. I kind of knew he wasn't going to turn into Steph Curry, but if I didn't say already, this is going to be my final year. Let's see if this Knicks team can do anything in the playoffs and see if they can go back-to-back. Maybe Ben Simmons can get his 2nd Finals MVP in a row. It's going to be tough at the 5 seed, but we win the first series in 5 games, so that's really nice to see. Now we're taking on the Wizards here, you guys. If they can somehow make it to the finals with this team with being a 5 seed, that'd be huge. But, okay, it's 2-1 right now. Tied up 2-2. Okay, anything's possible, you guys. We're down 3-2. Big game right here, and they do get eliminated in the 2nd round of the playoffs this year when Ben Simmons is 29, going on 30 years old this year. I have been recording this video for way too long, you guys. We are already like 7 or 8 seasons into it. That's as far as I wanted to go relatively. I wanted to go up until he hit 30 years old. And that is what we've done. We see the Pelicans win the NBA Finals again. Zion is your Finals MVP. It is ridiculous how good he is in this game. But what are you going to do? You can't do much about that. But we are going to hop into Ben Simmons' career statistics and see what he did from behind the three-point line in his entire career up until this point. First off, let's look at award history. He did win 1 title, and that was with the New York Knicks last year. Obviously, you guys, he made 7 All-Star appearances up until this point at age 29, going on 30. 3 All-NBA first teams, really nice to see. 1 All-NBA second team, 1 All-NBA third team, 1 Rookie of the Year, obviously. All right, there's award history. Now we are going into career stats. And for his entire career so far, you guys, he has shot 28% relatively from 3. He has attempted over 3,000 threes and made 875 at this point, which actually isn't terrible. That's not bad by any means when you are thinking about Ben Simmons. So, you guys, after that, I'm thinking that might mark the end of this challenge with Ben Simmons. It was nice to see him get traded, spice things up, and actually win a championship, but overall with the three-point ability, he is nowhere near Steph Curry. I feel like a lot of people, no one will ever be near Steph Curry, and there's not much you can do about it, but it was interesting to see if we could do it. And if you did enjoy it, again, I'm just asking you guys to go down below and leave a like on it for me. You guys know how much the support means to me. Also, if you are a brand new viewer to my channel and this is the first time you're checking out my content, make sure you go down below and subscribe as well. Coming out with brand new NBA videos every single week, you guys, and you do not want to miss out on what is coming up here on the channel. I promise you guys. But after making that final comment, I think that's all I have to say. So once again, I thank you guys guys so much for watching. I love each and every one of you guys. You all know this, and never forget. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace!